Barrister Kennedy.
Barrister Kennedy won't talk to you.
Let me hear him.
Counsel, good morning. I think you are misleading this audience. You are saying that there's no law that warrants or justifies somebody being detained beyond 24 hours for God.
Sorry, 1 minute. Let me come close. This one well before.
Counsel, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, let us not try to trivialize this process. You are saying that there's no law that says that one should be detained beyond 24 hours.
Yes.
You are familiar with the Administration of Criminal Justice Act as regards remand order.
Yes.
So can you explain to the House, please, if it's possible?
Oh,
so that
thank you so much. That same Administration of Criminal Justice Act is also subject to 36 of the Constitution that says in every issue concerning somebody's right and liability must be given a fair hearing. That order that was gotten to detain them, were they a part of that process that gave that order?
it is a law.
It's not a bit of their fundamental
They
right.
followed. You mismanaged. Can I talk, please? You are actually you mismanaged. Can I talk, please?
Let me clarify. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Do you agree with me that the section 36 and section 33 and 36 of the Constitution says that in anything that affects the right of anybody, he must be given a fair hearing?
Can you hear me now?
No. As a colleague, do you
Can I answer you?
Yes.
You told this House that there's no law.
Why don't you just answer him?
No, I'm answering him. You told this House that there's no law that warrants or permits somebody being detained beyond 24 hours. You did not answer that.
I'm still on it.
You answer that one. You said there's no law. Answer them. Is there any law?
For example.
Answer now. I ask you a question.
To answer you.
He's not answering.
If somebody is convicted, I wish I'm there in studio. We take this thing up physically. What are you teaching anybody?
You can pick a date.
No, not a date. You are not going to ask now. Now, does that law that in
no, answer first. Answer. Is there any law? You said that there's no law that permits somebody being detained beyond 24 hours. I want you say, can you please retract that? You are the others. They are listening to you. When you retract it, then we go to the next question.
Listen, there is no law. The Constitution says for anybody who is accused of any crime is presumed innocent.
So you are not familiar with
it? Excuse me. And there are exceptions. When the person is detained by order of court, convicted of a crime and all those things, it is rooted on this thing that the AJA gave power to anybody to go to a court to get an order that may warrant the detention of somebody for 14 days at the first instance, and after that another one, and upon which the person must be charged to court. Okay. But the same law, that same constitution upon which AJA is rooted, is also saying that before you make any order, anything pertaining the right of anybody, he must be given a fair hearing. And part of the fair hearing, which is constitutional, is that at the point you are going to get that order, the person should be made a process. You don't go behind and smuggle in and bring out a detention order where the person is available. You do not make him a part of the process that gave rise to that order. That's what I'm saying. When there is a conflict of law between AJA and Constitution, which one prevails? It's the Constitution. It's the gun norm.
When there is a conflict between two...
excuse me, and AJA is a local...
You not allow him to talk by
Constitution, excuse me, we are talking law now. Constitution is the gun norm and it's rooted on the Universal Declaration of Rights, which is an international law beyond the status of this nation. What is the root of AJA? AJA is a domestic legislation. And then in conflict of law, Kennedy, what is a conflict between the gun norm and the subsidiary legislation? Which one prevails? It's the Constitution.
Can I respond, please?
Yes, please.
Which body in Nigeria is responsible, saddled with the responsibility of interpreting the laws as regards if there is a conflict of laws? Which body?
It's an elementary question. But the same body.
No, can you answer now? No, let us get. So, which has any court of law? Wait now. Has there been any legal position? I mean, from the Supreme Court or Court of Appeal that negates the provision of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act? Is there any judicial
brother,
please answer now. Some misleading this house, please.
Listen now, listen.
This man is not
Listen, my dear brother.
If you want to talk, please be factual here. Is there any court that has pronounced the...
No, it's not.
So why are you lying to the House?
What do you mean by lying?
Sorry, I said that one lie, but why are you mismanaging the facts?
What is mean? We are talking law.
No,
What
the law is.
to us?
You are saying that there's no law.
Excuse me, also, my dear brother. I have said.
You said there's no law.
Excuse me. I have said what the law is.
No, you said there's no law. I'm telling you, you have to tell the house there is a law.
He went further to explain to you that there is a law. Maybe you will not listen.
Tell me also that what I'm saying is wrong in law. That when you are talking anything that affects somebody's personal liberty, it has to be put on notice. And that for that detention order to be valid, you ought to have put them as a part of it because they are affected.
Have you taken?
Well, they are part of the application.
Have you taken the National Assembly to court to challenge the AJA? Have you challenged it in court?
We are talking about the interpretation of constitution.
Barrister Uche, Barrister Kennedy.
Yes.
In case you are not aware,
Yes, sir.
I'm a student of law.
Thank you, sir.
And I think to an extent I have gone far.
Yes, sir.
There is a need for us to stop this argument because it is not taking us anywhere.
Thank you, sir.
You were not listening to him. He wasn't listening to you. None of you is listening to the other person. Thank you very much.
Madam President.